Yo, guys, what's up? It's your main man here, Double H, half full, trying to exist. We're rolling in here for the Hangout. We've got to start off here. Basically, on the agenda, we're talking the Milan derby. We're talking about Pep's Man City and whether really it's all over in the Premier League, which I think it already is. And I'm going to touch just a little bit on Mesut, in light of Arsenal's third defeat of the season already. So that's just all the stuff that's on the agenda there. And maybe I will dibble a bit on Liverpool and United as well. What's Liverpool where we're doing? Maybe United and the kind of hate that Mourinho has been receiving. But let's first deal with the Milan derby. AC Milan, well, more clearly, Montell's trash. That's just a fact. He needs to get sacked. I don't know what the hell he's doing. That Milan team is trash, in my view. The promises that were given based off the funds and the players that were bought, those promises do not look like if they're going to be fulfilled, because that team there, I have no idea. Well, those guys ain't going anywhere. They're going nowhere very, very fast. But we look at Inter Milan, and again, Inter Milan may never reach the heights of 2010 Mourinho or the days of Ronaldo and Vieira and so forth. But with that being said, this is the closest they've been since that era. Because this is a team that, again, they're not perfect, they're not great, they're still not an elite team, but they have one of the hottest strikers out there. I'm saying Icardi is a top 5 striker. I don't care when anyone says I'm telling you right now that I'm putting him as a top 5 striker. But thus the team as a whole is how well they work hard, how organized they are, the energy they have in them, how much they're willing to share the blood for Spalletti, who has to be one of the most underrated managers out there. So I just thought that Milan derby, even if yes, AC Milan, they came back in the game, they made it exciting. Inter overall deserved to win that game. And look, man, I mean, if Inter can finish strong this season, they can have, because I think they'll get a top 3 finish. Roma, those guys are going nowhere fast. Lazio are maybe the only other guys that may get in a top 3 after they beat Juventus. But look, man, I'm sorry, Inter, they look very good, and you have to now say that Icardi is one of the top strikers. And that clown, Sampoli, I just still find it strange that he still is trying to find an argument for playing Benaventure, whatever the hell that guy's called, for Boca Juniors instead of the guy that he should be playing, which is Icardi, because I was thinking, no, this guy, he's an elite striker. So let me just even throw it out to the people in there. So wait, so Mythos, it's been a long time. Do you have your mic working there?
Yeah.
Okay, Mythos does have his mic. Osman, you have your mic there? Okay, those guys, they don't have their mics. So yeah, man, that's just what I'm saying right now. That Inter Milan, I think they could be a serious force, but I still think they need some more players. Because remember, that Inter team under Mourinho, yes, Mourinho was great, but they did have one of the best number 10s of the generation Snyder. They did have, obviously, they had Milito. I mean, you had Stankovic there, you had Cambiaso there. You had Eto there. This was peak Eto. So they had a pretty dynamite team. So let's switch over to Guardiola, or Guardiola. I think that's probably a better name. And his Man City. Okay, guys, let's be real right now. I did say before the season started that Man City would win the league. That's what I said. It's just very, very simple. I mean, I didn't mince words. I didn't words mince. I said that Pep's Man City, these dudes, they're gonna win the league, because based off what I saw of them last season, they have a year under Pep. They finished strongly last season, and I do believe that, yeah, they're not going to win every single game. I mean, I don't think they will. I mean, they're not going to go through the whole season unbeaten. Probably not. But they're playing at such a high level that even if they head into a slump or they don't play at such a high level, I think even a few levels below what they're playing is still enough for them to run away with this league. It's as simple as that. I don't think that there's any one else in the Premier League who can pretty much step to them. De Bruyne, I think we could also say that De Bruyne is probably the best player in the league right now. I mean, are you not going to look me in the face and tell me that what's his face that Hazard is now better than De Bruyne? No, here you're not going to tell me that. So sorry, so Mythos, you have your mic working there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So let me bring you in on this then. Man City, should we are they the winners and should we hand them the league?
I think they're going to be, because there's no who else is going to. I mean, we're going to be close, but I think we're going to draw too many games.
So don't think that your United can step to them when
I don't think we're winning enough, because City are just destroying teams at the moment. Whereas we're going to go away to the big teams and just get a draw. Back in the heyday, that was fine. But I think in this day and age, I think you have to win games now. City have changed. They've raised the bar, because that doesn't matter where they go. Stamford Bridge, anywhere, they just go and they just beat teams.
So you feel that City will be able to keep up this momentum somewhat, because can they pretty much play at this high level for the rest of the season? I mean, that's asking a lot personally.
Well, it's a high level, but then again, who else is there to? I think they will draw points, but there's no one else that's going to capitalize, because you got. I mean, we will be the only ones. I think if Tottenham were at White Hart Lane this season, they would have been up there, because I think Wembley is a factor, and
100%.
And Chelsea are just too
forget those guys. Look, Chelsea are done, and like I said at the beginning of the season, I said Chelsea, no chance of them defending the title. Like it's not happening. I'm looking at that team, looking at that squad, especially with now Morata now injured now. They have no chance. They're just not playing. And I think.
And I mean, come on, you're losing to Crystal Palace, man. What's going on there?
Look, I mean, once you listen to a team who lost 4 or 5 straight, then I mean, come on, give me a
seven straight games, and they haven't even scored a goal.
Yeah, I mean, and then they scored 2 Gs against you. Like that has to knock your confidence down. But even more so is the fact that I think for Chelsea, it's a case of, look, man, Diego Costa, love him or hate him, say what you will, they are missing him.
Yeah, they're
missing Diego Costa. You know, I mean, like I think Morata would have definitely been good for them having them. But
the thing with Morata is last season he came off the bench a lot, didn't he, Morata? He didn't play too many games.
Yeah.
I think this season, because he's playing Champions League and Premier League, he's not used to playing that many games.
That could definitely be a factor, you know. But I think that even when people are saying, "Oh no, Batshuayi is to play," I'm like, guys, shut the hell up. It's like, look, Batshuayi, he's in a system which doesn't really suit him, and I don't think he's really at the level where he can really be a consistent starter.
I think they're missing N'Golo Kante as well. I think they miss his work, because Fabregas is just he's not a good man.
Yeah, I mean, but is that an excuse to lose to Crystal Palace?
No,
I mean, come on, it's not an excuse. But look, let's just briefly touch on your boys, man. Liverpool against United, because look, let me just say this, look, man. I'll always be a Mourinho fan. I'll always champion Mourinho as the greatest manager of all time. I don't care what anyone says. I'll always say that he is the greatest of all time. But I had a problem. And my problem was there was a chance for United to actually win that game. Yeah. United had the chance to win that game, because for Liverpool, yes, we know how they play. They were definitely dangerous. They were definitely attacking, especially even in the second half. But I thought that, you know, it goes to the whole Martial problem and the whole Martial issue. Because Liverpool are a team that, as good as they are going forward, they're one of the worst defensive teams out there. Lovren has to be one of the worst defenders there are.
Well, I thought last 20 minutes we would have probably gone for it. To be honest with you, I think we missed Fellaini in that game, I think. As crazy as that sounds, because
so you're saying that you're missing Fellaini's
just for that game.
Attacking.
No, just for that game, because for set pieces and things. And also, I don't think it was Mourinho's tactics. I think some players had poor games. I think Lukaku was poor because he couldn't hold the ball up.
Mm.
I think if he held the ball up better, he could have brought in players like Rashford and Martial into the game
Oh no,
more.
no, I think no. I mean that's true. But again, for me, in my views, like I don't know what would have been so bad in having Martial and Lukaku both play as two strikers. You know,
Yeah, and then you have
because like I think
Rashford as well.
yeah, I mean you have Rashford, but okay, he might be tired, but like would it have been so bad to say make Mkhitaryan move out wide and then Lukaku and Martial play in the middle? Because for me, my thing with
I think we miss Pogba because he has that with Matic at the back. He has that license to roam. And I think
and yeah, no, no, I
if
think
he
I
had
get
played
I think
yesterday, he would have got the ball and he would have put Liverpool in the back foot. He had
uh,
no one like that at all
no,
for
but I
Villa.
think even beyond that, I just think that the issue is that, and I've said this before, you have a guy like Martial who's been being played out of position. I don't know how Mourinho can look at Martial on the left wing and see how awkward he looks and say, you know what, yeah, this is working for me. I just don't get that. I don't get that how you can't just play Martial in the middle. Either you just play him as like a strike partner for Lukaku, because I think Martial's
Yeah,
strongest position is in the center. But I think even beyond that, for Mourinho, like I predicted that he was going to go for the draw. I thought he was going to go for the draw, and I think
yeah, I think so. So
it
yeah,
was just
yeah.
how conservative he was, and how
I think the fact that it's the first game after the international break, that I think that has a factor as well. I think it has a fact because he's getting a lot of players back from international break, isn't he?
yeah,
So
I
I don't know,
suppose.
maybe that was
But
part.
I mean, and also I'm looking at Liverpool right now, and yeah, Liverpool. For me, I don't think they'll make top four. For me, I feel that they
Nah, top four is going to be. If you look at the top four, it's going to be City, United, Chelsea, Tottenham for me
no, 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 no,
because
no, no, no. For me,
just
the top three is all set. I think that the top three is set between City, United, and Tottenham. I think they are set.
Tottenham,
I
yeah,
think
because they're
the
different.
fourth position is a battle between Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal.
Yeah,
You know, um, but for me, for Liverpool, I think it's one winning in like 8 or 9 games now. Um,
yeah, they got injuries, haven't they? Like to Mane
no,
and
no, no, sorry,
they're
that's
missing a
that's
lot.
not
Yeah,
an excuse. That's no, 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 not an excuse. For me, I think that for Klopp, and I keep saying this, man, he doesn't have a plan B. He
yeah, he
only
doesn't.
has.
Like yesterday, he didn't actually he put no strikers on, man. What's
Yeah,
going
I
on?
mean, no, for me, and I think it's
Because
like
if Liverpool had a player like Aguero, they would be, they could probably challenge
that's no, it
if they
would
had
be very.
Aguero. You know?
For me, it's even reminded me even looking at Atletico, because when I was watching Atletico against Barcelona, I was saying to myself that, man, you put Diego Costa um, in this team, this is a very dangerous team.
Well, they're going to have him in after January, aren't they?
Oh, no, no, no,
So
no, definitely. But I'm saying that like they have such amazing midfielders, but what they're missing is that striker. Torres is crap. He's
yeah,
completely
he's
trash.
absolutely. How can a team like Atletico
Yeah, like I mean,
be crap, man?
Kevin Gamero is useless. So, but you put in a De Costa in there, it transforms the team. You put in a proper striker for Liverpool, it transforms the team because Firmino isn't a striker, isn't a proper striker. But it goes back to Klopp. It's like, look, you had all summer. Why are you buying another? I mean, yeah, Salah has been great. Granted,
He's been
look, that
great.
was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
superb buy, but you have to buy a striker, a proper striker. Firmino is not a striker, and you can't
They
go
need a
through a whole season
they
trying
need
to
a
play a
defender
false
as
nine,
well.
i.e., six midfielders. That's just stupid.
Yeah, they wasn't. They didn't really trouble us. It's not. Yeah, we defended, but it's not like Liverpool were hitting the post and putting us under serious pressure. It was just we were comfortable. I think defensively. I think De Gea made maybe two good saves. That's it. So
No, I think no, it's true because I think for me it's like, and I think the issue with that is that as much as Liverpool had the ball in the second half, when they go to our final third, it was a case of like, okay, how can we outpass? Can we dribble through? It was literally about Coutinho and Salah trying to really force the issue. They played really well. Salah and Coutinho, they played really well, but you're asking
yeah,
too much of them to try and fully break down United, who were sitting back deep all the way to the penalty box and were just waiting for Liverpool to come all the way to their box, and then boom, they just hit them. You know, so that's my issue.
yeah.
You know, um,
We've
My
got some
thing,
tough games. We've got some tough games coming up. We've got not next week. That's Huddersfield, but we've got Tottenham at Old Trafford.
look, for me, I think for United, I mean, look, I mean, I'm like the Premier League. It's a wrap. I mean, like Pep, they've won it. There's no chance. I just know.
No, they've not won it.
They've won it. They've won it.
I think they're picking to like this is their picking.
Nah, they're playing.
Well, who do you think is going to win?
High level, and even if they come down, they have too many options, too many attacking options. And I think I'm looking at the Premier League.
But Double H, do you know? Sorry, Juju man. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, no, go, Kadim.
Do you know? Agree when Pep Guardiola is going to win the Premier League that he's a better coach than Mourinho?
He's not going to win it. Relax, guys. He's not going to win the. Look, the one good thing is Man United are close. It's not like they're blowing off everyone. Man United are close, so it's not. And these guys are peaking because they're playing the best. I think they're playing the best football right now.
What City?
Yeah, City. I mean, City are playing the best football, so that's where it's like they're peaking.
But you did see what City did to Liverpool in comparison to what United did not.
But but with the
man extra one.
Yeah, the money. Yeah, it could have gone either way. Could have gone either way.
Oh no! Could have gone either way. I think that's not a fair example. I do believe that if that was 11v11, that much could have gone either way.
I think you got to look at the Chelsea game. I think that was a very good performance.
Yeah, like I think what they did to Chelsea, that was.
How good at Chelsea though? How good at Chelsea? How good at Chelsea?
They went to Atletico Madrid and won. They're pretty good.
That's not a big accomplishment. I mean.
Then they lost to Palace. Okay, for Missy, my thing is that I just feel that yes, they are peaking very early, and you can't expect them to play at this level. But I look at the rest of the team.
But how do you know it's their peak? Maybe they can get even better.
It's their peak. It's their peak. 7-2.
Gundogan is injured. Mendy is injured, man. These guys could probably get better.
So Mythos, so tell me that they'll start beating teams by 9 goals, 8 goals. What better is 7-0, 8-0. That is what better would be. So come on.
I'm not talking about the goals. I'm talking just like Company has been injured, hasn't he? I mean, if they get Gundogan fit, Company, Aguero, if they have their strongest team out. Yeah, I guess they've got a good bench, haven't they? So,
yeah, I mean, no. Basically, for me, look, I just think that United are the only team that can get close to them.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Like Tottenham is 0% chance of winning the Premier League, so there's no point in even discussing that. Like, look,
Tottenham, they won't win it, but I think they'll come second or third. Tottenham, I think.
It's
not winning any Premier League. They have no chance. And Arsenal and Chelsea just have it. Look, Arsenal, there's nobody even discussing Arsenal.
No point in discussing those.
Yeah, and the one thing is, you guys, Mythos, you say that. I mean, if Gundogan is fit, that's a tough ask. I mean, that's asking a lot. I mean,
I don't trust him. I mean, I don't think every time he goes onto the pitch, my body just shakes, man. Like I'm like that guy. I don't know that.
But fit Gundogan is just the cherry on the cream, you know. I mean, even without Gundogan, we're really strong.
How good is De Bruyne?
Kevin De Bruyne is the best player in the league.
He's ridiculous, man.
He is. Been for years now. Thank you for the.
Nah, man, he's too complete now.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I didn't know he could actually control games.
It's and for me, like I'll tell this right now, Miko, but we're going to touch on the Champions League soon. But I think that, look, man.
Wait. You guys said De Bruyne is the best. Excuse me, I think I didn't get the memo. Did Ozil die or something? Because I think he's the best player in the EPL. He's the best player in the EPL. Ozil.
Are you kidding me?
He's in the wrong team, but he's the best player. He's the best player.
Oh my god,
he's the best player.
Having said that, I wouldn't mind us buying.
This guy hasn't even appeared for a big game for like.
No. He's playing with Arsenal. I mean, he's playing with Arsenal. 2 years. He's the.
How are you even arguing Ozil's better than De Bruyne? How?
He's nowhere near.
He is because right now. But
let me just like because
Ozil is talented.
because Ozil is part of the this discussion. Look, so Ozil, he was trending again, yesterday, because after Arsenal decided to lose to Watford 2-1, and this is where we get to the debates of Ozil and whether he's world class and so forth.
No way near.
My thing is
really good.
And this for me, this is what I think the Ozil thing is about. Technically, skill-wise, ability-wise, he's world-class, ability-wise. But that doesn't mean anything.
On paper.
Like Ricardo Quaresma, ability-wise, is one of the best players in the world. Easily, ability-wise. But that doesn't mean anything. What means is your performance. How do you affect the game as a player in the matches that you see?
But let's be fair, man. Ozil is playing with a bunch of nobodies. I mean, if you have a Welbeck and all these clowns,
that chance.
if you have all.
Basically, I'll tell you this right now. You put Kevin De Bruyne in this Arsenal team, you will affect the game far better than what Ozil is doing.
No, Ozil can't shoot, man. He can't shoot.
He can.
Wait. Let's just get one at a time. Let's not talk over each other. So let me go to Mythos and I'll go to Mane. So Mythos.
Listen, no doubting Ozil's talented ability, but the guy can't force an issue in a game. He doesn't score anywhere near as many goals as De Bruyne.
If you looked around him, he's standing around him is just
that one-on-one chance. That one-on-one chance. He needs to score that.
The thing with Ozil is saying that look around him. That is such a horrible argument. Because what has he done? You could say the same thing.
And remember when Kevin De Bruyne was at Wolfsburg and he was carrying a bunch of nobodies.
No. That's false. I mean, first of all, we have to take in that
he had the highest assists in all of Europe for Wolfsburg.
And even
Wolfsburg.
Back to the Premier League, De Bruyne has the highest assist out of anybody ever since he came back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For Man City.
I mean, even that season when they were rubbish under Pellegrini.
Yeah, but you guys are not taking into consideration
narrative, because for me, I feel this is a false narrative, and people keep saying that. Man, look at what Ozil has around him. Look at how much he does and how much he provides. My thing is that how good are the balls and the through balls and the passes that Ozil gives to Arsenal players? Is he really giving them chances on a plate? Let's be real now. Nah. Is he really giving Lacazette, Giroud chances on a plate? Because De Bruyne will put that ball literally on a plate for you, where all you need to do.
Mind you,
Ozil tried. He tried, but these guys couldn't do anything. They're handicapped. They can't do anything.
Ozil's not even starting games right now.
And Juju, you're forgetting Ozil disappears in many times in big games.
Okay,
a lot of times.
This is the guy. Okay, so Kadim, I know that you're an Ozil stan.
Yes.
So I need you to please, in your own words, defend Ozil from the accusations that we've had against him. Please.
First of all, I didn't see the Arsenal match. And
I'll send you a link. Carry on.
And second of all, it's really unfair to compare like any player to any player in Arsenal at Arsenal.
Yeah, thank you.
It's really ridiculous to compare like De Bruyne with this world-class coach, world-class team around him, with Ozil and with players. So
he's playing with El-Neni.
Really like
Xhaka.
So Giroud and Lacazette are crap. Okay, fair enough.
They're
midfield.
But
I have a follow-up question on that.
De Bruyne plays with David Silva. Ozil plays with Xhaka.
Tell me this, Kadim. What has Ozil shown that in this season that has shown that makes you think that it's his teammates that's weighing
exactly
it down?
that was another point I wanted to bring up. This season, Ozil didn't really
no preseason.
He hasn't even played at all. He hasn't even started games.
Literally just was benched like a lot of games, so he didn't play.
Yeah, he hasn't started.
He's not fit at all, and so
we're forgetting.
Guys, wait, one at a time, because there's so many guys. So let's Kadim finish, and then I'll go to Osman and then Mythos. So Kadim.
So obviously Ozil is not fit. This is my third point I wanted to bring up, but you interrupted me. No worries. So Ozil is not fit. He hasn't got a lot of playtime, no preseason. So I mean, it's really like ridiculous to compare him to De Bruyne, like totally fit, world-class team, world-class coach. So it's really, and every good player has also like a bad period, and we will see when it matters, which is at the World Cup, who's
Thank
the
you.
boss and who's the slave.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh
Okay,
my
okay, okay.
God.
Let me roll to Osman then. Osman, how have you have your say?
Nah, the problem with the people defending Özil is they keep making
By the way,
Oh,
by the way.
man, chill. Osman, man.
No, before Osman begins,
The problem-
I want to let everyone know Osman is a Man City fan. So take this opinion.
I'm not going to be biased. This is actually the truth. Özil hasn't really done anything for like a couple of years, and the problem isn't his fitness, because it's been the same problem last season as well, because he didn't really perform in any big game last season. Before he even got injured this season, he didn't perform against Liverpool or Stoke. He's done nothing against both teams. He doesn't drag teams like De Bruyne does, and he's basically a passenger for Arsenal. Arsenal, they don't really need him. They don't rely on him as much.
We don't need him.
Osman, that's where you're totally
I don't know
wrong.
what we
First of all, you just brought up like the big games. I mean, against Chelsea, United, and such, Ozil had really
those are
good
big
games. And it's really strange that we are now talking about big games after against who did they lose? Watford. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the whole Arsenal team was pretty crap. Second of all, like another mistake you made with your arguments, you said like that De Bruyne is carrying Manchester City,
False.
We really need him.
which is
We really need
totally
him.
False.
ridiculous.
This
Totally.
guy, oh my
I
God.
mean, yes, Silva,
I mean-
Sané, Sterling, all of them, like a lot of really good players, and
De Bruyne is still
really
teacher
good
that
coach.
the way we play.
We're bringing the best out of all of them.
I think we're
So
forgetting.
this is like a totally different setting and a totally different and stupid argument to made up against Ozil. Sorry.
Okay, wait. Let me get some other guys' views. So, for football god, where do you stand
Jujuman, I
on
want you to
Ozil
listen to
arguments? Football god.
Nah, I think Ozil's world class. I think you can't judge him just because
Oh
of
my God.
the guy's playing with Arsenal. What do you expect?
Yeah, put him behind Ronaldo.
I mean,
let's see who will
yeah.
have the biggest assist. I mean, he had like
One more thing. Look, if you look at De Bruyne, he's playing with the most stacked EPL team in history. I mean, look at this. He has he has two teams in the squad. He has all the luxury in the world.
Since he was at Wolfsburg.
It's stacked because of him. That's what you're missing. It's stacked because of him. Listen, and this is just a simple stat that just shows the difference. Fabian Delph has the same amount of output in 2 months as Mesut Ozil has this season, and he has played 3 games, pretty much 3 games, and he has
Guys, we're missing the most important thing here.
1 goal, 1 assist, the same as Ozil. I mean, you can't say he hasn't been fit.
Okay, wait. Let's just bring in Mythos here. Mythos, were you about to say something?
We're all forgetting the most important thing here. The guy hasn't signed a new contract. He's going to leave at the end of the season.
Yeah, he's leaving. He's leaving.
We're in January.
There's no motivation. There's no motivation for him to do anything.
I honestly think he's coming to United in January. I think that
For me,
Mourinho's finished.
Put it this way: if Ozil signs for United in January, I mean, guys, man, I think we're going to have to have a discussion. We're going to have a serious discussion.
But he isn't world class. They're not going to do it.
He's
I can't put world class now.
If he joins us, he has better players around him, so he'll probably perform better.
Sanchez carried that team.
He's a better manager. He's a better manager.
He carried them every single game.
Look, if Ozil does come to United and he doesn't perform, then he's not world class.
Yeah,
he isn't.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because Lukaku and Ibrahimovic are better than Sanchez.
Yeah, I mean, Sanchez didn't make the World Cup.
Mourinho's a good coach.
That whole Chile thing that they got. Look, I want Ecuador. I want those guys investigated, man. Like that Ecuador match is very suspect, man. I'm sorry. Argentina, Ecuador, that's a very suspect game.
Yeah, they got paid. They got paid.
Like, I'm writing to FIFA. That's a very like that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want Messi stands to start trying to attack me. But all I'm saying is that, look, man, FIFA.
I think Venezuela got paid, because if Paraguay had won that, Argentina would have gone to the playoffs.
Yeah, no, look, guys, it's South America. Look, let's just leave it as that. So let's just quickly look ahead to the Champions League. I'm going to focus on.
This is the best week of Champions League for a while.
Best game of the year, man.
I mean,
Man City, Napoli.
So
yeah, that's it.
Before we get there, Real Madrid against Tottenham. Now, I've been adamant it's in a Harry Kane isn't world class yet, but this is the game that could move him into that world class territory, which is a very, very elite territory of who I feel are the
Real Madrid aren't playing that well, man. They're not playing very well.
Real Madrid are going to destroy Tottenham.
No, they're not, man. Madrid aren't playing that well.
Wait. They always step up in big games. They don't care about average games, basically.
No. You know why, Osman? That's you cannot switch on and off. This is the same problem Bayern had. You have to play consistent. You have to be consistent. You can't switch off and play bad and then turn up. That's a dangerous game. That's a dangerous game.
So, yeah, Mane, what's up, Mane?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, since you're saying Harry Kane is now world class, I just want to hear you say, is Mbappe world class to you?
Mbappe,
yes, of course he is.
That just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Because Mbappe has balled in the Champions League.
So 1 year balling in Champions League, that's it. That's all it takes.
Once you can perform domestically and at either Champions League level or international level, you're world class. Harry Kane was garbage at Euro 2016, and he's not yet balled against it.
Okay, Double H, I give you that. But when Mbappe and Harry Kane are world class, what is Messi then?
No. Messi is still. It's not Messi. No, Messi is world class without a World Cup medal. Okay, like he's world class, but he has not. Like,
oh my God.
Okay, can I just say this finally, just for the Messi stands out there? I want to be fully clear here. Lionel Messi is probably one of the greatest club football players we've ever seen. But until he wins a World Cup medal, he is not to be allowed in the same room as Armando Maradona. There is no other way I can say this. I repeat, Messi is possibly one of the greatest club football players of all time. Until he wins a World Cup winners medal, he cannot be allowed in the same room, in the same vicinity as Armando Maradona.
He won't win
the only thing he's allowed to do next to Maradona is kiss his feet and wash his shoes. That's just
that's 5 dislikes right there.
Based on what you just said about Harry Kane, and according to you, Eden Hazard is now world class according to your criteria.
Hazard, at the moment, no. He's not world class at the moment. He's very iffy now. He's been very iffy now. I can't put him world class now. There are some players who have really made it up.
Player among world class players.
What if Kane scores a hat trick against Real Madrid?
No, that's not going to happen.
No. If Kane falls against Real Madrid, he's world class. It's very simple. Like, I've got nothing personal against Harry Kane. Okay, apart from Christina. Christina is the only guy I have something personal against. Apart from that, there's nobody. Actually, him and the racist cannibal from Uruguay who eats people. Those are the only 2 players I've got something against. Apart from that, Harry Kane, mate, if you ball and you perform against Real Madrid, I will be more than happy to give you the world-class seal of approval. Now, guys, can I get some scorelines? Real Madrid against Tottenham.
1-1.
In Madrid or in Tottenham?
It's a Madrid. It's going to be 3-1 Madrid.
Oh, is it 3-1
Tottenham? 3-1 Tottenham.
Juju, man, where did that happen?
Tottenham's away form is impressive this season. Real Madrid haven't
Madrid
this season.
So what? Tottenham are going to roll up into the Bernabeu and score 3.
No, 1-1. I think it'll be 1-1.
Oh my God. I mean, no. For me, let me think.
Look at Kane.
I'll do my preview on Monday. It's going to be tricky. Like, I mean, that's a tough one to call. I need to see what.
Is it one of the easiest ties of so far in the Champions League?
Yeah.
It's going to be like 3 or 4-0 to Real Madrid. Easy.
That'd be stupid,
3-0.
man. You haven't seen
Like,
you
no,
haven't
like for
seen
me,
Tottenham play this
you
season,
know what?
man.
I think Christina could get 2 Gs. I think he could get 2.
I mean, Real Madrid
There's
always
no
steps up in Champions League games, so
There's no way Kieran Trippier and Ben Davies are gonna keep clean sheets.
But look, man,
They might.
Alderweireld, Vertonghen, like, no, Tottenham, defensively, they're very well drilled, man. Defensively, they're very well
Lloris is
drilled. So,
suspect at times. Lloris is
this
kind of
is
suspect.
Elche.
Yeah, plus it's at the
This isn't Granada, man. I'm sorry. This is not Elche or Granada. So this is like
Tottenham have garbage midfield too, so it's
but Tottenham struggled against Dortmund.
but
pretty much cleaned them.
But it's at the Bernabeu. I mean, players like
players
dream of playing. They dream of playing at the Bernabeu. You think they're just going to go and then get like lose 3-0 and then go home? They'll put up a fight. They have to put up a fight because it's at
Modric, Isco.
It's at the Bernabeu. They're not going to just get.
Tottenham gonna handle this.
No. Judgment, he makes a very fair point. Like, you can't go to the Bernabeu and get baptized. There's no point.
Yeah.
What's also the point? The whole point of going to that stadium is that you're going to go there to try and ball. And because it's such a storied stadium, it elevates you. And I think that's why I'm very interested to see what Harry Kane does. I'm very, very interested to see what Harry Kane does. Now, let's switch to the other side. This, for me, I think this might be one of the ties of the season. Man City against Napoli.
No, we're going to win that game easily.
Yeah,
but it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game, but we will win.
Yeah, Napoli is not that big of a club. So
No, do you guys watch Serie A? Because I'm hearing Napoli look good.
Don't come and insult Serie A. Like, I saw you laughing there. Very, very relaxed. Very relaxed. Why? What are you gonna say? Say I think what?
I agree because I had Napoli playing really well. And like Abdul said that the Martins guy looks like Pig Zidane. Like,
excuse me. Wait. Who said that crap?
Oh, no, I can't say. It's like they're playing really good. That's what I'm hearing. Like, these guys.
Who said the Mexicans is peak?
I think it's. No, I'm not sure if it's Abdul. It might be Abdul, but no, I'm not sure.
Like, I just say, like, wait, whoever said that can't be allowed to talk about football for the rest of their life, even in the afterlife, they shouldn't be allowed to talk about football. Like,
they look good.
No, Mertens has been playing well, but you have to be thick or stupid to even say that Mertens is what peak Zidane. I mean, are you mad? I mean, no, that's a very stupid statement. Whoever said that. Very stupid statement. But let's talk City against Napoli. Look, I think City will ride. I think City will cut them up. But
I'm scared,
look,
man. I'm scared.
Napoli have been playing very well. They've been playing very impressive.
They haven't faced an attack like City. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think Napoli is like the hipster team. Like
as good as us.
It's the Italian Dortmund. This is the hipster team.
No, that's actually a very good comparison. No, that's very true. I think that's what people have. It's true what you guys said. Like, in the Serie A, there is no team who attacks like Man City in the Serie A. So I don't know how Koulibaly and his crew are going to roll up against like De Bruyne, flipping Jesus, and this guy's coming at them, stelling with speed, pace, skills, dribbling, tacking, running, all in diagonals and all that. How they're going to deal with the movements of City, I don't know. How they're going to do that, because that is going to be like a culture shock from the whole very much predictable kind of Italian movement that is a lot more tactical. But with that being said, man, I mean, look, John Stones is still brain dead. I'm sorry. I don't know.
What? No, man. He's been our best defender so far this year.
You have to stop hating. Stop
Otamendi is the problem. Otamendi is our worst defender we have in the club.
So I think that Stones needs to be suspended from the Brick Academy. He's been in Class A for the past 6 months.
Definitely.
He shouldn't be
replace him with Otamendi. Otamendi is garbage, man. Otamendi is the most suspect defender in the league.
To be fair, it's been pretty good recently. So
okay. Let's get scores. City against Napoli. What are we saying for the score?
5-5.
4-2 City. 4-2 City.
3-1.
Yeah,
So nobody's saying that Napoli are going to win.
I'm going with the hipster Napoli. I'm going with Napoli. 2-0 Napoli.
It's at the Etihad. They're not going to be at the Etihad.
It's like gentlemen, do you just pull these lines from your rear end or so? Like, City are playing at the Etihad, so a team that just gave birth to Stoke City at their home stadium are now going to lose 2-0.
But I heard that Napoli play better from away from home. So,
Yeah.
Just anti-Gordon.
That doesn't mean anything, man. There's away from home in Italy and away from home in England.
No, but guys, let's be real here. Like, I mean, you see, like, if Guardiola, I told you, like, Guardiola knows that, because first of all, Guardiola, he watches the football. That's a fact, and he knows that I haven't given him any credits because I'll repeat myself. Barcelona, Messi won him all those titles.
Oh my God, Mourinho is finished, man.
He inherited an amazing
Why
team.
do you rep him? Why do you rep Mourinho?
This is the only one where, okay, fair enough. Remember, he was trophyless last season. Extremely disgraceful. Very disgraceful. Trophyless.
Okay.
So this season, you don't have Messi to bail you out. You don't have the amazing Bayern Munich treble-winning team to bail you out. You now have to pretty much do it all on your own. So for Guardiola, he knows that, look, man, this, like, he's trying to prove to me. He's trying to prove to Double H, because you know that, look, man, I have very high standards. Because I'm the only guy who says what needs to be said. Like, everybody's like,
Guardiola has 28 trophies.
The most decorated manager in Europe has something to prove. That's just another
trophies that he owes to Messi. Messi gave him those trophies.
Why hasn't he won? He only won once under Lucho. He hasn't won a treble ever since. Why is that? If it's just Messi.
Oh, like,
Guardiola doesn't get enough credit, man. It's
no. Look, let me be real. Guardiola is a great coach. He's a superb coach. Like, I give him that. He still needs to win with Scunthorpe. Like, that's my thing. I mean, like, you know, can he win with Scunthorpe? If he can win with Scunthorpe, then that's what makes a great manager. Like,
Zidane won at Scunthorpe.
No. But let me tell you this: Mourinho. Why Mourinho will always be better than FC Porto? What Mourinho did with FC Porto?
It was a giant.
It's simple.
Mourinho is basically a rich Tony Pulis. He doesn't. He's not really. He doesn't have any tactics. He just play anti-football.
And he inherited a team at Inter that had won 3 league titles in a row. I mean, he was just in PC mode.
That was so bad at the time.
They were given 2 league titles.
How many Italian teams have won the treble?
None, except for Inter.
How many Spanish teams have won the treble?
Man, this is very simple. How many teams? Inter Milan. Interesting. Oh, and that was one coach by Jose Mourinho. Answer me this.
You had like Schneider. You had so many good players.
Let me ask you, could Guardiola win a league title with FC Porto? So could Guardiola win a Champions League with FC Porto?
Yeah, but if he had the players,
look, it's if he needs the players, he needs these types of players.
Exactly, and they play entertaining football. Mourinho is just garbage. I don't know how a sane human being can sit down for 2 hours every week and watch the same bullshit.
No. But look, give Mourinho a double-decker boss. He can win a Champions League with a double-decker boss.
No, I'd rather see us play good football and win like a trophy every 2 years than win a trophy every single year and play disgusting football.
Wait, man. What do you want to ask me, man? Sure, this guy.
Remind me, which teams did he play in the semi-final and final again? Which teams did he play to win that?
You can only beat the teams that are.
My God!
He beat Man United. He beat us.
Oh my God!
Let me.
Mourinho is so glorified.
I want to throw out another question now. The reason why Maradona, again, he's an echelon and he's a horseman. One of the key reasons is because Napoli have only won 2 league titles in their history, and that was when he was player of them. And again, Messi, can he win outside of Barcelona? Probably not. So
by the way,
let me finish, please. My thing is this: is that can Napoli win the Serie A this season? Yes or
no?
No. First of all, let's talk about Diego Maradona. I think he needs to be disqualified out of the horseman because the man was on cocaine. He was on cocaine. Unless you can put him in a list where the best players use the best players and the cocaine. You can put Maradona there.
Wait. Okay, let me answer you. Everybody knows that the Red Hot Chili Peppers were far better on cocaine. And when they went off cocaine, they weren't as good. So what does that tell you?
This guy is disqualified. He's using stamp stamps.
Juju. Messi used drugs too.
Oh no. Because
the growth hormone. Don't forget.
I want Maradona removed out of the host, man. He does not qualify. He doesn't qualify.
You can't. A guy who won a World Cup single-handedly and single-handedly led Napoli to 2 titles, that's a horseman. That's
he was on cocaine.
I think you're wrong
actually Messi can't look Maradona in the face because Maradona won 2 league titles with flipping Napoli. So Messi can win all the titles you want, but it is Barcelona. It's Barcelona. It ain't Napoli. Win with Real Sociedad, then we can talk. Win with Real Sociedad.
That's impossible. That's impossible.
Guys, we're going a bit off topic here, aren't we?
What?
We're going a bit off topic here.
No. Look, this is a hangout. We're all crazy. Look, blame.
Wait, I just want to ask, can we? Is a EPL over?
But in closing though, this is how it started. I do feel that within the Premier League, I think it's pretty much done because I just think that even if people think that City may have picked too early, because of the football that they're playing, even if they're not playing at this high of a level, I look at the other Premier League teams and I look at what City have and the kind of weapons they have, the people that they can bring in, and I see that they can still do a 1-0. They can still do a 2-1. And the only thing that's here, remember, Mourinho was the same man who ran Guardiola out of Spain.
No,
that's the reason why Guardiola left Barcelona, was because of Mourinho.
His own choice.
So that's why everyone says Guardiola even admitted that he left Spain because of Mourinho, because Mourinho ran him out of this. Can I finish? Thank you. So the thing here is that Guardiola is still afraid of Mourinho. That's the guy that he still fears the most.
Oh my God.
So my thing is, so the only kryptonite is United. So and I
I don't think we'll do anything. It depends on Mourinho against the top 6 teams away from home. If we keep going for draws against away teams,
here's the question for everyone.
There's no way you're gonna win.
We need to discuss about Liverpool because how many games have this guy's won?
They're not sleeping top 4. They're not sleeping top 4. Klopp is overrated. I love it.
Are they going to get top 10? Like, this is scary. They're losing all these games. No, it's and they have Maribor. If they can't beat that team, it's a big concern now because this guy. I think they've won 1 game since the beginning of September. I think they've won 1 game.
They only won
since the beginning of September. This is scary.
One win in 9 games. 1 win in 9 games. Look,
against Arsenal, I think.
Look. I told you, Klopp is, I think, is a hipster coach. He literally is the definition of a hipster coach because people are like, "Oh my gosh, his football is rock and roll. It's so cool." Blah blah. I'm like, mate, this guy only has one strategy, and that's it. Like, attack, and that's it. It's like, mate, do you have a plan B, a plan C? Do you have maybe a counter attack? Can you keep possession? Can you be a lot more balanced? Can you use the width? No, there's nothing. He just has one way of playing. And as a professional manager who gets paid thousands a week, that's simply unacceptable. It's simply unacceptable. So I think for Liverpool, mates, Coutinho may leave in January.
No.
Wait. What do you mean by no? Barcelona just said they're ready to table another bid in January.
Yeah, but he'll be Champions League Cup tied. I think it was better to go.
But you don't understand mythos. You don't know where I'm coming from.
The funny thing is, will Liverpool be in the Champions League?
That's the thing.
How far are they going?
Look, this is what happens, and this is where things get very clever here. Like Coutinho.
No, I mean he can't play for Barcelona in the Champions League.
Wants to leave. He wants to leave, and Champions League is not even going to be an issue for him. Barcelona know that Dembele has a long-term injury, and they're like, we want that La Liga title back. So if they have a guy who
they already have it back, man, come on, they already won it.
Nah.
Look, you have to be fully sure. 5 points is still 5 points. They can easily disappear. So they want to be fully sure that they can get that title back. So if they have Coutinho solely for domestic duties, no European duties. That is a great asset to have, which means that he's less likely to get injured. So that is a very smart thing for them to try and buy him again. And for Liverpool, I don't think they'll sell for any price. But if Coutinho says, guys, I want to bounce, I want to leave.
I mean, he said that this summer, and they still didn't sell him. He can cry all he wants.
No, I think he'll definitely be going next summer.
Yeah,
He's
definitely going. He's definitely going.
Yeah. In this next summer, he's definitely going, but not in January. That's for
so. Is Ozil leaving in January? Yes or no?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
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 He's allowed to talk. Remember, he's allowed to talk to other clubs.
Yeah, because the other thing is, like, I'm not sure Ozil is getting us. Is he starting in the German team? Because it's like he's not been playing.
He starts them.
He looks like crap. I'm not sure. So he's still playing fast because I don't know. He'll need to improve to start.
I mean, no. For me, I think Ozil for Germany is completely different from Ozil for Arsenal. Ozil for Arsenal is Casper the ghost.
Actually, Bayern Munich might actually afford him this time. They can be able to.
They're not afford. There's no way they're gonna get him. Why would they need him?
He would be under 40 million, so that's under their price range. So
No.
Bro, he's leaving for 20 million.
Wait, guys, can I ask a question? So, are Bayern Munich now? Have they now fallen into poverty or something? Like
they're cheap. They're cheap, basically.
Bayern Munich have never spent loads of money on players, man. Never.
You know, the fact, it just seems as if it's a club of that stature. You can't afford like 50 mil.
They're stuck in the 90s. They're stuck in the 90s, basically.
They used to get all the best German players. Like what Madrid are doing. Like Heinke is he likes the Madrid formula, so he's going to try the same thing. I think the only way Bayern can keep up without spending is they have to get the best talents out of Germany before everyone gets them, because that's the only way they keep up. Because they cannot go on a.
But even speaking of Heinke, do you think he could win the Champions League with Bayern this season?
Probably.
No way.
Maybe.
Nah,
I don't know.
If everyone's fit, come on.
I think they can get to semis.
No, you know what? This can be like a Zidane. It can be like Zidane when he came in the middle of the season. It can be like Zidane and win it
through, man. Last season they could have easily beaten Madrid.
No. For me, I think that there is a possibility because again, like, look, just having a guy like that who you know very well, it's very possible. But my only thing is that I still think Ribery, he's obviously injured. I just don't think that he has. Remember when that 2013 team was a peak Ribery, peak Robin, a much younger Robin.
It's a different team now. They don't even Schweinsteiger, no Lahm, no.
Yeah, no Schweinsteiger, no Bart Simpson. So, I don't think they can do it this season. But again, if he does, man, then the guy has to enter that elite category, man. All right, guys. Peace.